As a society, we are more and more aware of the environment. But I doubt if many people think about the environment when they see a pallet. Being a global leader in equipment pooling, CHEP has an awful lot of pallets. More pallets than you could ever imagine. In the UK and Ireland alone, CHEP manages in excess of 25 million pallets. To make sure its pallet production doesn't damage the environment, CHEP is committed to sustainable timber sourcing, and a lot of care and hard work goes into making this commitment a reality. James Jones is one of CHEP's key timber suppliers in the UK. At this site in Lockerbie alone, more than 10,000 tonnes of timber is processed every week. Much of this timber is sourced from the local forests, and it is the way that it is planted, grown and harvested that is critical to making this process sustainable.
We only harvest from sites which are certified as sustainable by either the Forest Stewardship Council or the Programme for the Endorsement of Forest Certification. The Forest Management Plan ensures that the timber supply is maintained in addition to a variety of multi-use benefits such as public access and wildlife conservation. The harvesting machine will fell the tree, place the logs adjacent to the felling area. Timber is then taken by the forwarder to roadside, and thereafter the harvesting lorry will take the logs from roadside to the sawmill. We only choose our approved contractors, and that's because of the potential to impact on the environment and their own health and safety. Well, awareness obviously is key in the protection of the environment during harvesting. They must account for not only ground conditions, wildlife, but also ever-changing weather conditions.
Preventing soil erosion is particularly critical, as surface water from heavy rain can wash soil into the streams which flow into the nearby rivers, damaging ecosystems miles from the site of the felling. For this reason, a variety of preventative measures are employed, including the use of forwarder roads made from tree branches and the use of site-specific risk assessments and contingency plans. But just as important is the replanting and restocking of the forests.
As our sourcing is all from certified sites, the restocking process not only aims to ensure future timber supply, but meets a variety of goals of forestry, including improved access, greater biodiversity, and improved aesthetics of the forest via the use of various age classes in replanting.
Getting the timber out of the forest without impacting the countryside unduly is a considerable challenge. So vehicles are carefully routed and use tyres that the drivers can inflate and deflate to give more traction and cause less damage to the roads. At the yard, the timber is booked in to maintain the critical chain of custody, which is a key part of the process which gives CHEP the assurance that its pallets are sourced from sustainable forest management suppliers. Once unloaded, modern technology takes over, scanning the profile of each log to maximise the yield from the felled timber. Even the offcuts and sawdust are sold as co-products for engineered wood products, biomass energy plants, garden centres and the equine sector. Nothing is wasted. A close partnership with its timber suppliers is critical for CHEP to be able to maintain its world-class environmental credentials. Trust, shared values, and a common concern for the environment are vital elements of these relationships.
It's hugely important that we're kind to the environment. We obviously rely on that environment providing logs into the future. Sustainability is totally embedded in James Jones culture. Working with a natural product like timber, it's very important, if not vital, for us to actually look after the source of our raw material.
CHEP's pallet timber is now FSC certified.
FSC stands for the Forestry Stewardship Council, and it's an internationally recognised standard that demonstrates to our customers that the wood that CHEP uses, both in its new pallets and for the repair of our existing pallet pool, comes from sources of timber that are managed in a sustainable way. We are always looking to reduce, reuse or recycle the natural resources that are part of the supply chain. We recognise how important it is to increase the forestry cover in the UK, and as part of that, CHEP is supporting the National Forest, and our employees will be going out and working with them over the next 3 years to plant an additional 12,000 trees to improve the environment